We all need more D in our lives.
We do.
Hey guys, it's the 50-Minute Morning Show podcast with Gandhi and Skeery and Scotty B, and there's Nate and there's Danielle and Garrett.
Garrett.
How are you guys feeling? How'd we do on the Monday show today? It was pretty good.
I thought it was a great show.
It was good, yeah.
It's a great show.
I give it
You'll
a
just
7.
feed me a load of crap, aren't you?
No. For a Monday, I feel like we cruised through it pretty well.
Yeah.
And I also think we learned something today. We never plan things. We always just do it. We tried to plan something today. It got all fucked up. So I think we should never rehearse or plan and just roll with it.
Yep. We need to learn our lesson.
Yeah.
Another observation on the Monday show is normally a typical Monday is like, oh, it's Monday. Not one person really said that today at all.
No. You know what? I think we've been tackling Mondays pretty well. It's
Definitely.
the Wednesday show I'm a little worried about. I don't know. Everyone's in a good mood. We had great weekends. It's a beautiful sunny day out here at the farm.
Oh, can I say what I did yesterday?
Sure.
I don't know if anybody's ever encountered this. So Heather and I
But
decided
first of all, can
to...
you take your hat off? I can't see your eyes.
I did this. Heather and I just... No, I look like Gomer Pyle.
Who? You and Heather did what?
We decided to walk across the Tappan Zee Bridge, right?
Oh, yeah.
People call it the Mario Cuomo Bridge. It's the Tappan Zee Bridge. Anyway, it's roughly 4.5 miles across. So we walk across it, and we're like, fuck, that was long. Let's Uber back.
Nice.
Why you pull a Skeery?
That's
Over
long.
the bridge? You Ubered over the bridge?
It was so warm. It was honestly a long walk. I didn't expect it to be that long. And it was like, you're on the bridge, right? You
Right.
can't get off. You can't call an Uber.
No. And there's only so much to see.
Exactly. And then we're going to walk across the same bridge on the way back. And it was really hot. There was nobody selling water along the way.
How?
I'm like, this is ridiculous. Let's call an Uber.
That's why I like to walk across like the Brooklyn Bridge. Like there's always like little things set up where you can buy arts and crafts and jewelry
Right. By the way,
and water.
And also, there's something, it's also cool on the end of the Brooklyn Bridge.
yes.
Yeah.
Tappan Zee Bridge.
Well, we had to walk another 0.9 miles, according to my Google, to Nyack to get water. This is ridiculous.
It's too far to walk. Yeah, what's up, Scotty B?
I've also noticed at the base of the bridge here in the city when I'm driving to Brooklyn over either the Manhattan Bridge or the Williamsburg Bridge, there are people set up with they're just sitting in a chair and they have a little box and they walk in traffic and they're selling little Ziploc bags of cut up mango and watermelon.
Yes.
Oh,
Who
but that's the
hell-
best.
What do you mean that's the best?
It's the best because it's usually like the smaller fruits. It's not the big organic, or the big grocery, like GMO fruits.
Hello?
It's way better.
It's like dirty cut up in their kitchen with a rusty knife.
So don't buy it.
I'm not. Who would eat that?
A
I
lot
would.
of people.
I
Totally.
actually thought about that the other day, too, because I was walking through the city and there was somebody set up with a bag of mango. And I'm like, do they have a certificate from the Department of Health? Like,
No, it doesn't
Probably
apply.
not.
There's different rules that apply to
well,
those.
why not? They've got a higher
they don't
traffic
get
than...
letter grades like everything else does. They have
Well, I
A, B,
know,
C,
but you know
D.
what? If you're a street vendor, you have to have a license to operate.
They're not a real vendor.
Yeah,
they
they're
just walk in traffic.
Well, no, a vendor to me is someone who sells shit in public.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah,
a
but you
vendor?
need a license for that
I would
as well.
think you have to have some sort of a license, or if you get
Well,
busted, you're.
But then,
not gonna
Danielle,
get-
you see stories about towns and police departments that come down against kids selling lemonade in the front yard. Like,
so
really?
stupid.
Oh,
I've seen
that's
that.
another thing. So we were walking there, and there was this little girl that had lemonade set up, and she wanted $2 a glass.
Yep.
And they were little Dixie cups. I'm like, $2 for this much lemonade?
See,
Get the fuck out of here.
If
You
she
told
had
the
asked-
kid, get the fuck out of here.
If she had asked a quarter, you would have given her $5.
Well,
Yeah.
So Elvis, my
She's
son,
stupid little kid.
my son and our neighbor built a lemonade stand, and one day they set up shop in front of our house, and they made almost $300 because people would be like, "Oh, here, keep the 10," and they're like, "No, here's the change." They're like, "No, hey, take the 5."
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah.
usually what happens.
Well,
So
that's the thing. If they charge $2, people would just bitch him on and they wouldn't give him anything. They'd say, fuck you. I'm not going to drink your stupid lemonade.
But that's
it's
a
all It's all
problem.
country time anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Kids are going to grow up thinking that's how businesses are run. I'm like, no, people just don't give you money and say, keep that. They want their change.
Well, if you're cute.
They only do
No.
it to kids.
By the way,
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
I
we
call
always
out
give it to
Skeery
kids.
for a second? So Nate just said he walked almost 5 miles across a bridge, and then he took an Uber back. Skeery goes, "Oh, you pulled a Skeery. You'll never walk 4 miles across a bridge, Skeery. That is not called a Skeery."
Well, other than that,
blocks.
he would take an Uber.
You're right. But 4.5 miles.
Yeah.
it was a long way.
Well, duly noted.
I will say the other day we went to dinner, Skeery, Andrew, myself, and at the end of it, Andrew and I decided we were going to walk home. Skeery wanted to get an Uber home, so of course we waited for him so that he could get in the Uber, and we knew he was safe to go. It took way longer for the Uber to arrive than it would have taken him to just walk home. We were like, are you sure you don't want to walk? Just walk home.
Yeah.
Hell no. Fuck no, I don't do that. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We had to run down Danielle's Uber the other night too because
Oh my gosh, it was kept passing us, and thank gosh for Garrett because he was so kind the other night at the end of Summer Bash. He stayed with me and waited for my Uber to get there, made sure I got in it, chased it down for me. What a gentleman!
started
Very
driving
nice.
Nice guy. You're a good guy,
I'm
Garrett.
going
You're a
down
good
the
American.
street. Wait, hold on. Please wait.
Well, there has been a time where I think it was with you and Andrew, Gandhi,
Mm-hmm.
and we were in somebody's hallway, and the Uber passed by, took one look at us, and kept going.
Yes.
I was like, what?
I don't blame him.
I would have as well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust you in my Uber.
Hey,
In
how
the
much
Uber.
does it cost to build a bridge? Like billions, millions?
Billions.
Billions with a B?
I would say hundreds of millions.
Yes.
Hundreds of millions.
It depends on the bridge. Why? Why? Or do you want to build one? What do you want to do?
I
You
would
built
like
an
to build-
IKEA thing. You could build a bridge.
Yes, exactly. I would like to build a bridge. I want a pedestrian bridge between Jersey City or Hoboken and the city. I would like to be able to just walk. It's so freaking close. It's just across the river. I walk more than that every day. But I have to go through this stupid Holland Tunnel, Lincoln Tunnel, breathe in all the fumes. It takes hours. No thanks.
Have you ever
Aren't they talking about that though, Skeery?
Are they though? I
Yeah.
don't think
Make
so.
it
It's a physical
happen.
possibility because
you-
there's so many vessels and things that travel up the Hudson
Make
River.
it higher.
Have you ever seen like, I guess for lack of a better expression, third world countries where they have a bridge over a river and it's literally two ropes?
Yeah.
And
Hell
they,
yeah.
there's like they put their feet on the one rope and they hang on to the
Gandhi
other rope.
would do that across the Hudson. She
Hell
would do
yeah.
that.
I would absolutely cross the Hudson that way, as opposed to the Holland Tunnel where you sit for like 45 minutes for no reason.
We had this situation in Singapore. I had to cross it with a chain link rickety bridge. I'm like, this thing was like rickety, and it was across a body of water. I'm like, where are we going? No, I don't want to walk
So
across
scary.
this thing.
Scary needs a very, very high level of comfort.
Yes, he
I
does.
just-
Otherwise, he feels like he's going to die.
Solid ground under my feet. Is that too much to ask?
So a rope bridge will get us across the
Rope
Hudson?
bridges
Hold on. You sound like a grandmother. I just want solid ground under my feet. Is that too much to ask?
You should have seen him. You should have seen him on the bridge.
The bridge and the ropes that you hold on to are all rickety, and I'm like, I don't want to walk across
Scary.
this.
Here's how I think about those things before I do them.
Yeah.
Think about the hundreds of thousands of people that did it before you. They all survived.
Right.
You'll
Yeah.
be the lucky one though.
So what makes you different?
Exactly what Garrett said. What if I'm the straw that breaks the camel's back?
Well, you definitely would break the camel's back.
So Gandhi, they are considering it. Someone drew up plans for a 5,000-foot long structure dubbed the Liberty Bridge crossing the Hudson River into Lower Manhattan.
It'll never happen.
Yeah, it will never happen.
I want it to happen. Can we start a GoFundMe and make
I
it
would
happen?
love it.
But if
I would-
love can build a bridge, shouldn't it be free?
That would be really cool to have that.
That would
You
be
know,
awesome.
originally, in the original, what was the guy's name that was the city engineer that came up with all the highways?
Robert Moses?
Yes, Robert Moses. A big problem, if you're a New Yorker, you understand this, is getting across the island. Let's say you're in New Jersey, you want to go to Brooklyn. You have to go through lights and all sorts of things if you're going straight through Manhattan. They originally had a plan for a bridge all the way over Manhattan, all the way to the east side.
I never knew that.
Really?
They never did it. And God, that would come in handy.
Wow, you could have
Really
bypassed the
would.
city.
There was
Well,
a plan.
you'd bypass Canal Street is what you'd do, and that'd be awesome.
Hell yeah.
There was a plan for to have a bridge from Long Island to Connecticut too, which is just above it, but it never happened, and now you have to go all the way around.
Yeah.
It takes 3 hours.
Yep.
Let's build
Well-
bridges, guys. Let's change our career. We will now become bridge builders, and we'll make billions. After we spend the billions, we'll make the billions back. It'll be
Yeah,
great.
I wouldn't trust any bridge that I had something to do with.
You know,
Well, okay.
Anything that has to do with engineering, you don't want to trust that with me.
a few months ago, I was doing a radio station appearance right under the Brooklyn Bridge, and I sat there for 2 hours and stared at this modern marvel. I'm like thinking about how Roebling and these people
exactly what
in
you
the
said to yourself?
1800s built this thing without the technology that we have today. And I'm just in awe. I was in awe of it for 2 hours, just staring at the Brooklyn Bridge.
That's what you got paid for.
No, it was like, I'm
Was
being
that for
serious.
Huggies diapers?
It was the 1880s when it was built, right? 1870s, whatever it was.
How many people got the bends while they were doing that?
Yeah,
Well, you know,
people got
Skeery-
sick and died.
Scary, you know what? That was the 1880s. You should take a little trip over to Egypt and look at those
Oh,
pyramids.
yeah. There you go, Skeery. That'll blow your
Hell
mind.
yeah.
It's insane, but
How
these
did
are
they do what they did with the tools that they had available to them?
because
at the time?
they were smart.
Yeah.
What happened to us?
They didn't know anything else, so
Well, no,
that's
there
what
were
they
there were
used.
people like us back in the day that could not have done that, but we have people today that could do it. Still, not us. I wouldn't
Right.
trust. I wouldn't let my dog sleep in a doghouse that I built.
Same. I'm still worried about that wall unit I built from IKEA. I'm like,
Yet a bridge
There are
will
a lot
do
of-
it. We'll do
there are
it
a
with
lot
a
of
bridge, though.
extra pieces. Those extra pieces have to be for something. I don't know what they're for.
Oh my god.
We'll find out.
By the way, what is the bends? I always thought it was diarrhea.
No,
No.
Rickets-
that's
Rickets
the
is
runs.
the
No,
bends.
rickets is
No.
different. The bends
Rickets is not the bends.
Yeah, it's the pressure change. They would go down into the water, and then I can't remember the name of it, but it's too much nitrogen in your blood or something.
Something like that.
And
A
you're
lot
like,
of scuba divers get it. If you
Yeah.
come up too fast, you have to go really, really slowly and let your body adjust
your
to
lungs
it.
can collapse.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Look at that. We lost my logo.
What the fuck is Ricketts?
You changed shades.
So
Rickets.
weird.
You're completely different color. Oh,
there you go.
Like the great and powerful Oz when the
Oh no,
curtain
no,
gets
you
pulled.
might be right, Skeery.
Isn't Ricketts the bends?
Might be the bends.
I thought it was something different.
I
Totally.
thought
thinking
no,
of
Rickets is a vitamin D
bow-legged.
deficiency.
Wait, what? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is. Rickets is a vitamin D
Yes,
deficiency.
it is.
Caused
That's
by the
scurvy.
bends?
That's scurvy, isn't it?
What's scurvy?
Oh, rickets is bowed legs. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
So, rickets is a condition that causes weak bones in
And isn't that because
children.
of the vitamin D deficiency?
Yes, dietary deficiency. Or
You know what they
genetic
say?
five, Danielle.
We all need more D in our lives.
We do.
With that
Yes,
note,
we do
But wait,
say
what's
that.
scurvy? Hold on. What's scurvy now?
oh, that's a vitamin C deficiency, and your gums start to bleed, and your teeth
Oh,
fall out.
shoot.
The pirate's disease.
Is that when your eyeballs turn yellow?
It's
That's
no, it's
jaundice.
No,
jaundice.
that's jaundice.
Oh.
Hello. All right. Well, we
Dr.
could go-
Jones strikes again.
we could go on and on and on. We got to get out of here. Have a
Dr.
beautiful day.
Jones.
Love you.
Bye, everybody.